Topa, a member of parliament for Mukushi South, and I saw Honorable Kabasoka Mpampi, member of parliament for Mwansabo Mbwe. I also want to appreciate you, the Fourth Estate, the media, for the partnership that we've enjoyed together in informing the nation on pertinent issues happening in our country. At the moment, the elephant in the room is the Constitution Amendment Bill number 7, which, as you know, is scheduled to be tabled on the floor of the House. Citizens are vested with the constituent power. So the power rests with the people. The reason why there is a problem now with Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 is that it did not come from the people. And that must be made very clear. You remember, countrymen and women, that when the matter was taken to court by Celestine Mukandila and Munia Zulu, the court adjudged that the process leading up to the formulation of Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 drew the bill that was at Parliament. He remained adamant and kept the bill at Parliament. We further advised that we could not appoint a technical committee on one hand, whilst the other bill which was condemned is still in Parliament. He proceeded and the committee proceeded. The end result was they produced a report and also produced a bill. The question then was, of what use was that bill? Because the bill that was to be tabled for second reading was the bill that was initially presented to Parliament. So I want to make this very clear, that that is the reason why some witnesses are finding it difficult to contribute to the ongoing consultation at committee stage. Some witnesses, mostly those that swore to defend and protect the Constitution, find it very hard to contribute and submit the way is a bill that is illegal because it was born out of a process that was unconstitutional. So, as we appreciate the Oasis Forum, I also want to call upon other political parties to join hands. Let's join efforts with honorable members of parliament. We join efforts with the Oasis Forum in ensuring that Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 does not go through the second reading. All opposition political parties, my call to them is that we abandon everything else that we want to do. The most important event now, the most important thing to do now is to ensure that Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 does not go through. Because if that bill goes through, that will be the resurrection of a one-party dictatorship, which we loudly rejected in 1991. For me, I, Brian Muntayalo Mundubile, I promise to fight with all that is within me to ensure that Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 does not go through. And we want to tell the UPND government and President Hakainde Hichilema in particular that he should stop forcing this divisive document on the citizens of Zambia. As a country right now, we are going through a number of challenges, and that if we look at Bill 7 is not urgent, it can be priority. Bill 7, the Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 debate is a vowed distraction from the real challenges facing the country. For instance, Bill 7 will not pay farmers. Today, as I speak to you, most of our farmers do not even know how they're going to celebrate their Christmas. The farmers that supplied maize to FRA have not been paid. These are poor farmers. President Hakainde Hichilema, you came into power promising farmers that as a fellow farmer, you will look after these farmers. President Hakainde Hichilema, he lured farmers into voting for you because he said you were a farmer and he understood all the challenges that the farmers faced. The question that begs is, what has happened to you as a farmer, President Hakainde Hichilema? Why have you abandoned market for soybeans? Farmers, especially in Eastern Province, went out, borrowed, and improved their hectareage growing soya. After harvesting, the farmers were abandoned. A number of farmers actually went into liquidation because their assets were actually grabbed by the creditors that they gotten the money from. President Hakainde Hichilema, I want to appeal to you that Bill 7 is not urgent. What is urgent today? You should prioritize payment to farmers. Payment to farmers. Farmers should be paid. These farmers are going through a number of challenges. Very soon it will be Christmas. They won't even be able to enjoy Christmas with their families. It will soon be time to send their children to college, to university. They will not be able to send their children to university. Those that will be lucky to be paid before their assets are forfeited to the creditors will not be able to even afford to do what they intended to do. So my point there is that this Bill 7 debate is a vile distraction from the real challenges the country is facing. And one of those challenges is non-payment of farmers. So we want to call upon the president to make sure that within the course of next week, let farmers get their payments. They've waited far too long. The same commitment and arrogance with which he's dealing with Constitution Amendment Bill number 7, if that energy was devoted to reducing the cost of milling, it's illegal. It's illegal. It has no legs to stand on. It's a product of an illegal process. It's a product of an unconstitutional process. And yet, the president is playing a deaf ear. Judgment with impunity. But most importantly, that this is a government that is not ready to listen to its people. A government that will not stop for a moment to listen to its people. As we have said, the Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 is not from the Zambian people. Constitution Amendment Bill number 7 is not from the Zambian people. So my advice to the honorable members of parliament, when we're being sworn in, we all swore to protect and defend the Constitution. The Law Association, well-meaning Zambians, in protecting and defending the Constitution. We are calling upon all opposition political parties to join this fight of stopping Constitution Amendment Bill number 7. We want to ask the citizens to engage their members of parliament. Citizens should engage their members of parliament to ensure that they get instructions from you. Give them instructions on what they should do on Monday. Ensure that your MP represents you on Monday. They should represent what you stand for as a constituency, because as members of parliament, we are mere delegates. We are your servants. Ours is not to take to parliament our personal views, but the views and aspirations of you, the people that we serve. So we stand here. We stand with the poor people. We are speaking for the farmers. The miners working. Subcontractor, they're working with the transporter, or indeed mainstream mining. The conditions should be uniform. Miners right now are being mistreated because the big mining houses are preferring to give out contract mining to subcontractors so that they run away from certain obligations to their workers. So what is urgent, Mr. President, is not Constitution Amendment Bill number 7, but the plight of the miners on the Copper Belt and other parts of the country where the mining activities are going on. Countrymen and women, I want to tell you that even the members of parliament from the UPND know that there's something wrong with the Constitution Amendment Bill number 7. President in car parks. This was done in full view of all members of parliament. Money was sent and was of all members of parliament. Money was sent and was paid to members of parliament of the UPND so they support Bill 7. It is very shameful indeed. I think the easiest way out, President Hakainde Hichilema, would have been to stop this particular process. This could have given you an opportunity to consult further so that going forward, the bill that will come to Parliament for Constitution Amendment is a bill that is coming from the people. It's a bill that contains the aspirations of the Zambian people. So as we stand now, the debate or the bill that is being scrutinized in committee is the same bill that was condemned by the Constitutional Court, as it were. So we still insist that that is not priority. We've given you a number of priorities that I wish to go through very quickly. President Hakainde Hichilema abandoned the process of Bill 7 and pay the farmers. Abandon the process of Bill 7 and solve the crushing cost of living. Abandon Bill 7 and resolve the challenges on broken promises to do with mealie meal, fertilizers, among others. Abandon Bill 7 and look at the plight of truck drivers, for instance. We need to come up with sectoral minimum wage. You can't come up with a minimum wage that is uniform across the sectors. If you look at, for instance, our brothers and sisters, I'm talking about truck drivers because we had a chance to interact with them in Serenje, and they were saying, please speak for us. We need to come up with sectoral minimum wages. Transport sector, the mining sector, these are the things that are urgent, Mr. President, and not Constitution Amendment Bill number 7. So we want to join others that are speaking for marketeers that are going through a number of challenges, ranging from their trading places and indeed lack of business, as it were. So there are a lot of things that we can speak to, Mr. President. Challenges in the markets, challenges with minibus drivers, challenges with truck drivers, non-payment to farmers, and so on. So you have a lot on your plate to deal with, but you just can't abandon all this and rush to go and process a bill that was declared to be unconstitutional. So I thought it was very important that as members of parliament, we come to you to assure you that we'll continue until Monday to speak to others, political parties and others, so that we can stop the Constitution Amendment Bill as it comes up for second reading. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what I wanted to communicate to you this morning. If there are any questions, points of clarification, I think this will be the time that I can attend to them.
There is none, Mr. President.
No questions?
No questions. Any questions? Or is it everything's clear? Mr. President, it appears that the journalists are happy with your statement, and therefore we can end here.